Hello everyone, this is Pilpoh. Welcome back to all the Magic Arcana. Now, I did a few things between episodes, as you can probably see behind me. I tidied up quite a bit. I either tidy up in this series or my other series, which is my Greg Tech Star Technology series. And I decided to do a bit of tidy up on this series recently. So I've done a little bit extra with the wall, not too much. I actually haven't tidied up on that side yet, but I did a little bit extra. I've set this thing up right here. This is where you just take from in the middle here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 4 cactus. And you place it on the sand. And it does cause a little bit of lag, to be fair. So just be mindful of setting up like a bunch of these. But what that does is it feeds the agronomics that are all around them right there. The way you turn it off is you just get rid of the cactus underneath like this. There you go. I really like the colors that I used right here. I'm using concrete. I love using concrete. That's like my thing. I've set up a bunch of like amethyst right here. I actually made this have 8 pedestals because we need 8 pedestals for a few things coming up. I moved all my dudes over here. I've got this thing. So the breeder, you put in enough potatoes. So in fact, we could probably do that. Potato. We don't have any potatoes down here, do we? All right. Get rid of one of the soy crop because I probably have like an absolute ton of soybeans. If we have a look right here, that is a point. Oh, I did a thing between episodes, actually. Let me grab those potatoes. I've got them in my inventory. Thank you. Let's say we want to get rid of some of the carrots. We don't want them in there. We haven't eaten a carrot yet. Interesting. So we take out some of these carrots. You'll see it's got a ghost item. You can do this without anything. It's got literally a slot remember. It's super useful. Like all of these ones right here I can take out and they aren't remembered. But like if I take out the wolfsbane flower, it is remembered. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say remember all of the slots. And there you go. Now there's a potato slot. It's pretty useful in my opinion. I have no idea what any of these things do. Anyway, every time I chuck anything in the system, it goes to like whatever's closest, I believe. And I think this is the closest one, so it will fill this one up. Which is a bit annoying, but it's fine. Now that we've got the slot remember, it's not like anything here is just going to be wasted. So I like that. Anyway, another thing I did between episodes is I made this thing, a saw cast. And I made myself a steel saw. Now, I actually used an iron saw for a little bit, and then I was like, well, if I'm going to have this as steel, right, I'm going to have loads of steel in my sturdy repair kit. So I might as well make everything out of steel for now. And if we go grab, have we got any bone meal? Not on us. Got a few bits of bone meal over here. If we go grab this, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do before we do any of that. Mate, do you he keeps getting stuck. Go on, off you go. It's night time. You're supposed to be... Anyway, if we have a look in here and we get our saw hand crank, which is this thing. This is the one that a lot of people recommended I do, right? Which is you just put the saw down and then you put the hand crank on there. I don't know if I've shown this yet, but it doesn't do the thing that it used to do in Create. It just gets rid of that one. I thought the exact same thing as you guys that suggested that. I don't think I showed it on camera though. I might have done, to be fair, but anyway, because that's really annoying and it doesn't get all of the wood. And if we vein mine, sometimes it leaves like some of them up in the tree. And this one is like a really super annoying one to get because there's like a few that poke into the tree, into the leaves. I mean, what we can do is just use a saw, and it pops all of them. Okay, maybe not all of them. Why you got to do this to me now? Fine. Right, I'm going to bounce up there. There we go. I don't know what happens if you go from the top. Oh, it does get all of them. Oh, that's pretty funny. There you go. Well, anyway, that actually really helps me a lot because, wow, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that gets given to us from chopping down one fir tree. We actually get more Half a stack of saplings. That's insane. And we got what? 1, 2, 3. Almost 3 whole things right there. So anyway, I just want to show you that the saw is a thing from Silent Gear. It's really, really good. And I've also set up a brand new stick repository, let's say. So if I make like an absolute ton of sticks like this, and I stick it in the system. If we run over here, there you go. There's all my sticks. So we can just grab like a ton of these, and then we can have a look at these guys and say, give me all of your emeralds, please. And we do it with the next one, so on and so on. Keep going with that. And there we go. And then we can use that to, like, for example, I'm trying to level up this beekeeper. But I actually want to buy some really good stuff from this dude instead. I don't really like the birch. I hate birch. It's like my least favorite. I'm never buying this thing. Anytime that there's something missing on this side, it can, like, completely crash your world. So I'm never buying that one. But I might do this one eventually. Because sturdy bee cages are really useful. Bee cages are really useful as well. I should probably make some of those, but still. Expert. Now, master. Now we can buy some farmer bees. That's pretty good. And we can buy a bee nest, which is also really good, because that way we can make a bee nest helmet. Awesome. Anyway, right. What were we doing? Oh, yeah. I've got a list of stuff that I've put on the side of this. Oh, and did I mention that I expanded this? I don't think I did. Did I expand anything downstairs? Before we move on, let's have a look. You can see I tidied it up. I put this in here as well. I put another wither skeleton down because... Ah, finally, we've got a wither skeleton skull. I was about to say, like, spooky, scary skeleton right there. Oh, and I upgraded this to diamond. I'm not sure if it was diamond before or not, but... Yeah, there you go. Still 100% full. Love it. We got possessed armor fragments. I wouldn't mind actually making this set of gear because it looks really funny. It looks really good, I think. I'm always up for wearing like really cool looking armor. Now, a lot of people did suggest instead of cyan, I should try light blue. So we're going to try that right now. And then if we like it, we'll probably keep it. If we don't like it, it doesn't matter. We've got cyan. So light blue. We have that, don't we? Yeah, we could just make it out of the fruit. I like having the white trousers because, oh, you know what? That is way better. It's slightly more dark, isn't it? No, I don't know if that's because we just dyed it again. Let's have a look. It looks very similar, to be fair. I like it. I like it. We'll keep that. Nice one. Thank you for the suggestion, everyone. So yeah, I've been getting loads of comments about like things that I should be doing in this series, and I love it. It's awesome. It's given me so many ideas. Problem is, I can't keep them all in my head. So what I've been doing is, I've got my wall of ideas right here. So a while back, I did mention about the Vengeance pickaxe. I knew that it was in the pack, and I completely forgot that the Purifier was the thing with the Blook. The Blook can strip enchantments. The funny part is, a lot of people were like, I swear you taught me that, Pilpoh. And I'm like, yeah, I did. I probably did teach you this. Because I used to use it over anything else all the time. I used to use it over Coral Tombstones enchantment stripping. So it's weird that I didn't think of it. To be fair, I've been spoiled by Super Factory Manager in these packs. Which is funny because everyone used to tell me to stop using Evilcraft and use Super Factory Manager. So I forgot about Evilcraft. And now it's like, well, no, use Evilcraft. I don't know. It's funny. Funny to me right there. So the second one is I got loads of really good comments about Ars damage spells. And that there's a way of making this thing. What's it called? The storage lectern. You can make that like wireless. And you can use a couple of spells, like the scrying spells and stuff. I'll probably go and make that thing that makes it just a wireless, like, little doohickey. Because it uses all of the components, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like it'll be easier to use that. This is one that I've just set up, which is just go and find all the modium, because I probably should do that. Gotta catch them all. That is for downstairs over here. I want to get like as many as I can, many different things. I want to make that drow me really happy. And then finally, down here, we've got apotheosis. So I should really get into apotheosis at some point. It's changed quite a bit, I will admit, at apotheosis. So there's this version, and then it's mainly to do with this, like the reforging and stuff. Completely forgot how you get gem dust. I vaguely remember you drop stuff on it. Oh, it does tell you. Your first gem dust is obtained by dropping any apotheosis gem into the world and then making an anvil fall on it. Now, we could actually do this. I'm actually going to do that today, by the way. We're going to make some stuff from apotheosis, because I think it'd be really useful for us to do that. Now, I don't think there's anything in here that we really want. We'll grind out the ones that we actually want later. So for now, I actually do have an anvil that I picked up. Yeah, it's a damaged one, but it should still work. And what we'll do is we will just chuck those on the floor. Stick that one down. And that has given us 4 gem dust. Awesome. And then you use the gem dust for making like the socketing right here. We can make the smithing table. Oh, the simple reforging table. Sorry, that's the one I meant. I could go make the guide as well, but we'll make all of this stuff later. The gem cutting. We are probably going to need the gem cutting. I'm just going to make the machines for now. Obviously, there's these like different things. Like, what's this? Used to fuel the reforging table. Okay. We definitely need the salvaging table. That just gets you a load of like different items. And I think there's whatever this thing is. Yeah, there you go. So we need to make the actual reforging table. So there's the simple version. And then later on you get the real version. Love it. We might need to get into apotheosis or apothic enchanting. We might need to do that. There is a load of quests on this, but I'll tell you what, we're going to ignore those for now. And I'm just going to try and get all of this stuff together. So I will say as well, between episodes, I did go and mine and I found a bunch of diamonds. And I used my fortune spell on like all of them. So I've now got 51 diamonds. So I'm pretty happy about that. Thank you very much. And I have no obsidian still. No. Okay. Let me... I probably should have set something up for this, shouldn't I? Is there a way of making like this tipped? Do we put a tip on it? That's not what I meant to put. Tip. I don't know if this thing works, if I'm honest. Oh, flipping heck. Okay, if we type along here, we can see what that says. Oh, I kind of want to do this, but I wanted it to be diamond, because that way we can up our tool level to diamond. And then I can just vein mine using the steel paxel. I don't think it's going to be worth making. You know what? I'm just going to go down and get a couple. And then, do we need any more stuff? That's any more obsidian? I don't think we do. Now, I've got a couple of spells. So I think it's, yeah, Silky Break Pew is... No, not the one that I'm thinking. Damn it. Okay. Let's have a look. It's got Silky Break, Ouchie Pew. Touchy Smelt. The luck one is the insane one that costs like an insane amount of mana. This one, I think... we can get rid of the item pickup and the extract and add like a bunch of amplify. And it's not silky anymore, but that is fine because we only need a few of these, don't we? And Also, touch is actually a lot cheaper. We should probably use touch right there, but it's fine. Right. Let me get rid of all of these and then put back on, which one was it? It was extract and then item pickup. Create. There you go. Right. There we go. There's the 2 that I needed. Pretty sure this, I'm just going to slap it down here for now. I'm pretty sure with this thing, is this the thing I'm thinking of? Also, did it just, it does shake your, that's annoying. It shakes your screen every time it does the hammer. Okay, no idea how this thing works actually, looking at it. This is not what I was thinking. This looks a lot different to what I used to have. Which is fine. Let's try and make this thing now. So we can make one of those. We can make one of those. We need to get some lava. That is fine because I've got a bunch of buckets on me. A yearn. Now I do hear that that is in the actual Minecraft movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I kind of hope that it's a good movie, if I'm honest, because it's been pretty brutal for us movie lovers recently. Let's just say that. Just movies in general has been brutal. So there we go. Now this thing, I remember this thing, salvaging table. You put any apotheosis gear in the side that in that side. So the annoying thing is you can't just do like at apotheosis and it will show you. So what I tend to do is you go all the way down to the bottom. That one we're not going to need. That one we're not going to need. That one we're not going to need. Gnome boots. I don't remember that one. Weird. Okay. Wooden pickaxe. No. That one. We don't need that. And so on and so on. And literally that's all we need to do. We need to just find anything. Like that one there. We can take that one. One with the quarrying on it, which sounds pretty decent actually. Anything that has got red coffin, interesting. Don't even remember getting that if I'm honest. Anything that's got yeah, there you go, lucky tunic. That's pretty good. That's just leather tunic and it doesn't have apotheosis stuff on it. Iron forged. Iron forged, iron forged, iron forged. That's just iron. So on and so on. That's the plan. What we're going to do is just grab all of the stuff that's got apotheosis on it. Like fortunate right here. And that one. Even these things. Yeah. I'm going to grab all of this stuff. We're going to chuck it in here. Just like this. And then salvage those items. And you get a bunch of these things right here. The time worn fabric. And you get mysterious. Now, what I will say is you will get better stuff from better gear that you salvage. And the best way to get salvage gear is probably a little mod farm. Usually you set that up in the end though. And we haven't been to the end yet. So I'm not at that point. But I feel like we probably should try and get there sooner rather than later. You'll also notice that every so often I get absorption. And that's because I've got a new ability from my ability bottle. We have a look. We got absorption. We got that like ages ago. Why is that a thing? Why does it say that? Did I accidentally use that at some point? Anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, we used that a while back. Oh, we got that a while back and I completely forgot about it. But yeah, we can use these ones right here to upgrade or combine two like cracked things together to get yourself a chipped. And then you use a chipped one to combine those together with more of the stuff that you've got right here. So more of the mysterious scrap to get a flawed. And then you do the flawed ones together, but you can't use the rubbish stuff. You can use time worn, but a lot of it. And then that way you can get the regular gem. And then you put two of those regular gems together with, like, well, it says it right there. The blue, the purple, or the legendary, or Godforged, or whatever it's called. And you get yourself flawless. And these ones give you the best stats. So, like this one here, +3 attack knockback for light weapons. Whereas this one is +2. And so on and so on. So there's a ton of really, really good gems that you can use. And you can also reforge stuff. Now, thinking about it, we do need some arcane. So I don't know if there's any way of like searching for epic gear. I don't think I've got any epic gear, if I'm honest. The best way, in my opinion, right now for us to like go and force it, maybe go into the nether and every so often, it usually is as soon as you go into the nether, one of these will spawn. But an apotheosis boss will spawn. Obviously, that's not happening around here because we've got the mega torch, so he doesn't tend to spawn. Oh, this also reminds me. Gnome Burrow, if you mine it, there's a dude in there. So I did capture one of them, and he's in the little mob farm we've got. But how cool is that? There's a little dude in there. I didn't know if that was a thing. Are you proud now? What? I am proud. He does hit quite hard, to be fair. Anyway, I don't think we need the gem cutting one for now because we haven't got enough like good gems anyway. So we'll do that one later. It would be good to get the reforging table, but actually thinking about it, we do kind of need to go to the end. And when we're in the end, I will set up the... Well, first off, when we get to the end, we kind of unlock flight for ourselves using pylons. Yeah. So we're going to do that. And then as soon as we've done that, I will set up the thing to get us loads of materials from Enderman. So yeah, let's move on. I really, really want to get the wireless so we don't have to keep coming back over here. Oh, a lot of people did mention as well that if you put this table right next to the storage lectern, it will sort of like just work with it. So if you, I don't know, if I came up to this and I said, make me this one right here, it would just nick it out the storage if we had those items. So yeah, I need to do that at some point, but I haven't got any spells that I need right now, so I haven't moved it yet. And also, I don't really want to move this yet at all. When you break this, by the way, he just turns into a token again, so you can use him whenever you want. Right, that's I'm putting apotheosis. I'm gonna say on hold. Done. So let's have a look at that wireless thing. So at Ars, it looks like a little wireless jobby. So if I do a space, is that going to work? Yeah, this thing. Warp index. Would love to get this one. We aren't that far off, actually. It's just a nether star. We could probably get to that, if I'm honest. Should we try it? Yeah. Okay, so we need that, that, and that. I already have a Starbuncle charm. I've got one in the system. I saw it earlier. Starbuncle charm. I don't remember making this. I might have got this from a chest, if I'm honest. But yeah, so we can get rid of that one. We need a bookworm charm, which, if I remember correctly, you use... wow, it says it on there, I think. Obtained by Ritual of Awakening. Awakening. This thing. So we can take one of those, and we need the book and quill. Book and quill, just like that. We need a new ritual thingy, because I'm using my other one for my capturing, or whatever it is. Containment? Whatever. I'm using it for that one. Oh, pedestal. Is it not called that? Yeah, it is. There it is. Brazier, that's the one. So this one is easy enough. We haven't got any gold, have we? No, we do not. Oop. Yeah, we definitely don't have any gold. Right, I might have to go mining for a bit. The one thing I didn't do between episodes is go mine, and now that's all we need right now. Let me, I'll tell you what, I'm going to pop those in my backpack. I'll go mining, get some more gold. I might actually use my my luck spell on it as well, if we do find gold. I don't really know the right area for gold, but I'm just going to guess and just go down to, like, nearly bottom. Right, I just went into the nether, and I got myself a zombified piglin and a piglin, because I think both of them, maybe not both of them, but yeah, I think both of them drop. There you go. you go. They drop gold nuggets, don't they? So that's one way of getting gold, I guess. Also, why the heck has it started lagging so much? I've no idea. I did go and mine some gold as well. And I killed a ghast whilst I was there, which was pretty awesome. There we go. So now we just have to... There's so many things that are going to come into here now. Right, there we go. Just had a bit of a sleep. Rainbow. Triple rainbow right there. Awesome. So this is something that we're going to have to get like quite a lot of, actually. So we need 2 of these at least. Because we need 1 for the recipe and we need 1 for whatever this is. Yeah. So what? 4 and 4. Blaze. There you go. And then ender pearl. Done. And then we could get this one easy enough. And it's just this belt, which we could do as well. Lovely. Am I missing anything? Oh, yeah, the start. Yeah, because we got that already. Done. So let me go do this one. So that's just going to be this. It's been a while since we've used this, to be fair. And stick that one in the middle. Oh. When I put this back down, I obviously put it down sideways. Interesting. Okay. There we go. It's good that it tells you about that, though. Can be inscribed with spells on the scribes table. That's pretty cool. I'm not really sure what this one does. Oh, yeah. People are using the scry crystal and then this thing to access their storage. So, yeah. People were saying, basically, a dull trinket cannot be worn, used for crafting. Okay, yeah. So, people were saying, basically, you use these 2 right here. But, yeah, I mean, we're going to do this thing as well. Right, we were going to try and make a ritual brazier, weren't we? There it is. And we don't need to put this anywhere specific, so I'm just going to chuck it there. And it was in my backpack. So that one and that one. There we go. I right-clicked it again, by the way, I think. Is it just taking its time? Like absorbing a load of stuff. I love the animations in Ars Nouveau. It's really, really good. Tablet of Awakening. How long did it take last time? I swear it didn't take this long. Strange. Oh, does it take some... No, surely not. Take some sauce? I think I've got some in my... Oh, I've got some over here, don't I? So... We can literally... Actually, to be fair... We can vein mine these, because, like, they're full up. And they're not going to be moving, are they? So... I can keep those on me at all times in my backpack. Pretty sure... You don't need sauce. What did I do? What did I do wrong this time? Ritual of Awakening. Awakens nearby archwood trees. And budding amethyst into amethyst golems. Okay. I'm so confused. Oh, I didn't right-click it. I swear I right-clicked it a couple of times right there. That's so weird. Maybe... No, it didn't use any sauce either. That was so strange. Anyway, right. So now we've got all of the bits, I believe, right here. We can make this thing. Warp index. Let's try it. So I think it's the mundane goes in the middle. Just to prove, by the way, you don't need to... Put everything in like a specific order. you go. You can see that it's doing its thing, even though they're not like set up in the exact order that this thing is in JEI. So there we go. That is our warp index. Shift right click to bind it to a storage lectern. And now, when we're out and about, I don't know how far away this is. Should we, I'll tell you what. Good way of looking at it. If we go to this one, which is over here. Still can't believe that. Oh, by the way, look. A lot of these are the Sahara cactus. Like, okay, over here, there's regular cactus, but the Sahara cactus don't work, by the way, with the old source method that we're using. But over here, we could do it. I bet you, though, if we go into the nether. Oh, well, that was scary. And we right click, not allowed. But if we were to upgrade this thing with netherite ingot, nether star, and an ender chest, I bet you this could work all the time. You can bind a key to open. Wait. This is about slot spot. This is curio. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'll tell you why. What I always do is I always put, let's go to controls, key binds. G. You can see I've unbound everything from G because warp index G. Love it. Now I can put this on my belt slot, which is not as good as it could be right there because we actually quite liked using this, but oh well, it's better than anything right there. We just run around and press G, and then we can open up our storage. So we can put stuff away into our storage. This is so good. Oh, I love it. I think I just wasted the entire episode, though, trying to do some apotheosis stuff when we're not quite ready for it. So I will be calling the episode here. I think at some point, as soon as we get another star, which, by the way, you can capture a wither in a jar. It just doesn't give you nether stars. So we need to figure out another way of getting, like, nether stars. Although, nether stars, they are used for quite a bit of things, to be fair. Everlasting upgrade. Huh. Okay, there is, oh, flipping heck, there is a bunch of stuff. Ah, we got bees. What am I talking about? We could just use wannabes. We'll have to get into bees properly at some point. Oh, I'm at the point now, you know, what's it called? There's that famous thought experiment about the donkey. I'm the donkey right now. Okay, I'll explain a little bit further than that. Basically, there's a donkey that's stuck right in between two sets of food, and it dies of hunger because it can't decide which one to go for. The one on the left or the one on the right. That's me right now. I'm like, what do I do next? And then I just don't do anything. So, but it looks like we can at least get rid of the wireless part of this. Oh, wrong one. This one. So there we go. We knocked off one of the parts of one of the things on this list. I mean, we did put on hold as well, so that kind of works, right? Anyway, that's where we're going to leave it for today's episode. I'm actually going to get this out because we need it for the thumbnail. Oh, we also changed our gear, so it looks a bit more like Pilpoh colors, which I quite like. It's like so minimal right there, but yeah, it looks really good. Anyway, right, let's call it here for today. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.